Hey, it's Matt. Just walked up the hill. It's a killer. Twice. So I forgot my backup battery down the hill. Kind of winded. So I'm going to show you what progress we have as of Sunday, June 5th. I believe that's the date. Here we go. Pretty much everything in piles now. Dumps were closed, so they needed to hold off on hauling stuff out. Glenn's actually here today working on cleaning out the barn down below. Again, getting everything in piles, loading up the trucks he has. As you can see, there's a bunch of stuff back here, and he picked what he could out. Won't spend a lot of time. I go back up the hill. Try and keep it short. See, there's no trailer. How about that? There's the old camp building. That silver trailer, some kid, we figured out that, after talking with Penny, I think it's a guy related to Hacker, Dan Hacker. I think it was his daughter, Hilda, and her husband possibly, kid, I'm not sure, came up here last week sometime and was talking to Glenn about the trailer, but he said actually, and they never came back for it, but he said he was thinking about taking it and making a houseboat out of it. So tell him, take what you want. Let me flip around. Let's keep going. You see again some of their equipment, their tractors, but noticeable improvement. Again, camp building stays. Does have plumbing. I think it has electricity to it at some point, or it did at least. There's piles of wood, piles of steel and some plastics. There's one of his trucks. And you can see all the siding and aluminum type stuff that he's got piled over there. Again, mostly just need trucks to haul the stuff out and have the dump open to do it. But he says he's hoping to get in there tomorrow, Monday and Tuesday when they're closed. Hopefully he can get in and when it's not so crowded. And get some stuff thrown away. There was a trailer down here. Pulled that out. Told me he couldn't ever for life of him figure out how they got it in there, but he pulled it out and dismantled it. There's where Ruthie and Larry's trailer used to be. The plan or agreement was that he would leave all scrap wood, like as in firewood, and he didn't want to haul that away because it gets too expensive. We were fine with that. Here's down below. You can see the camp flat through the trees. That's where the campers used to have their beds and stuff. But this is their grow area, if you know what I mean. It's pretty elaborate actually. It had water coming down to it. Probably growing more than we thought they were, but oh well. And that's why I'm not giving an address for this property. Oh, there's a side of the camp building. Let me get to the juicy stuff. I'll probably have to edit this video, just keep it more brief. There's a lot of walking and not so much visual. Hopefully I'm keeping it pretty steady because this is a massive improvement. And I'm going to ask them how many trips they've made to the dump. I'm curious to know. They were working all week on it. Well, actually, they're working on it for about 10 days now. I think it's taken them longer than he thought it would. There's a trailer here too. Gone. Cabling. I'm not sure what he's going to do with that. This is Steve's old spray booth. Actually, a pretty decent building. Looks like it was put together fairly well. This is staying. Some old, I think Martha was saying that Schlumberger cable. Daddy brought up. That's what she said. Look at that. Sorry, moving the video too quick. No cars. Stacks of wood. 64 pickup gone. Just told them to rip it up, throw it away. Nobody wanted it. They had taken the motor out anyway. Thought that was a snake. Whoops. Let me take a little 360 view. That's a nice little pleasant view. A few little remnants of stuff, some big tires. Piles of steel. I'm sure the 64 is in there somewhere. There's this excavator. His main implement of destruction. Let's walk down here. I don't know if you can hear it. I sure hear it. Pretty good flow in the upper pasture. So look at this. It's beautiful. That's one of the main channels, and there's a couple others that feed into the pond as well that's over this way. Excuse me. Take a look at the pond. If you can see through the trees. It's pretty good volume in it. Probably silted up pretty well too, but now all this water is flowing down into the pond next door where Mackey lives, Ed Mackey, Robinson Timber. Our little, I don't know, 6-inch aluminum pipe is damaged at the road down below at Lower Colfax Road, and Martha said the PG&E destroyed that part. They ran over it, I guess. So there's a fire hydrant across the street that got cleared out because of the brush clearing that Penny and Martha arranged. But there's no water coming through it, obviously, because it's all torn up. So I don't know, it must have got shut off up here, so everything's flowing out to, again, Mackey's, and then under the road onto our property again, and then contributes, or as a tributary to Wolf Creek, I guess, headwaters of Wolf Creek. The pond by the house is pretty full as well, and obviously that comes from different springs because these are two different meadows, and I think you know what I mean. I don't have to describe that anymore. I'm not going to walk over there. Everything's pretty clean. My earlier walk. I hope you guys are catching this commentary. If not, pictures worth 1,000 words, right? Some random stuff they need to finish cleaning. Where Larry's shop was. They'd taken the roof off of it, and the walls collapsed upon themselves. So they just had them take the lumber out. It wasn't built that well anyway. And that lowboy trailer, I guess Penny's saying Tim Robinson of Robinson Timber wants it in exchange for taking some of the beetle damaged trees out. Let's tell him to come get it. And that's about it. Again, probably doesn't look like much, but if you've seen it even 2 weeks ago, you would have been, it's pretty major. Really happy with what they're doing here. He's very conscientious. Okay, that's all.